Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let me just readjust my screen because I have everyone up twice, and that's not a good idea. There we go. Now I can see properly. It's Tuesday. It's Magic Day. It's time to cause more gay panic because that's what this is what this stream is now. It's just a gay panic stream. Soon to be lesbian panic. One day. I hope everyone's having fun. It's very hot here in the UK at the moment, so I'm sweating. That's why my button's undone. Yes, I appreciate to everyone who lives not in the European continent that it's actually much warmer in other places, but I am a guy who I'm a them, not a guy, I'm a them. What's the oh god, I'm learning. I discovered today.
Yeah. A person,
that's it. I never used person before. What are you person?
Just say guy / gender neutral so that people know what you're referring to.
That's true.
Put this way.
Like I know straight up girls who are more guy than I will ever be.
So it's so hot, right? That I now have tan lines where my glasses are there. And I have a big white there now because my glasses are much bigger than my old ones. Yeah, I now have tan lines. That's how hot it's been. I took my glasses on to my hair for stream, and I was like, why can I see pale white skin? Looked into the camera, like, oh no, I have glasses, tan line now.
I am
that's when you know
praying
it's too hot.
for summer to not come because that means my shoes are gonna melt again on the pavement.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes, like, there's certain surfaces, like certain gravel surfaces, will get so hot because they're not ventilated properly that they just become almost molten, and like any shoes that you put your feet on will just melt.
And then you feel that like little stickiness as you step because your like shoes get stuck.
Yeah, so it's like walking through tar, and then give it an half hour later, it'll completely resettle again. And it'll be completely solid, and I'll be like, what? Yeah, it's weird. I suppose I'm introducing myself. I am Salem. I use they, them pronouns. Still adjusting. I may still call myself Hedge. I may still use male gender terms. If I do, just slap me on the wrist and remind me that I'm not that anymore. I can be found all over the interwebs. Not as Hedgehog anymore. I actually changed my username. I am now known online as Salem Flame. Some sites are Salem Flame UK just because someone else took Salem Flame. I thought I was being original. Turns out I wasn't. But yeah, that's where you can find me. The only thing I actually have something to plug that isn't my thing. This weekend, we have the pleasure and the honor to be assisting and helping with Roll for Good with their charity weekend stream. There are 6 games. Please do not ask me what all 6 systems are. I've been in most of the session zeros. I still can't pronounce them all. I know one of them has to do with cats, and it's called a Vemenecal Nomacha. Yeah, no. I can't say it. It's got cats. There's a whole load of cool, interesting people, and they are raising money for Game Therapy UK. It's going to be a really, really awesome event. I will be there, but you won't see me because I'll be standing behind a screen looking at numbers and producing stuff. But do think about me when I'm melting after 8 hours of drinking Red Bull to stay awake. I feel sorry for them. I'm going to be hyper by the end of it. Yeah. I'm gonna have everyone introduce themselves, and I'm gonna start with Agent P.
Hello everyone, I'm Agent P. I use they, them pronouns. And I will be playing Maya, our wonderful, chaotic, interjecting queen.
Queen of the interjecting put down.
Oh goodness. Who always has some sort of an astral like theory board just existing.
The perpetual board of astralness.
Oh goodness.
That's what we need now.
No, yeah, we need an actual physical board. I did say that I would get an actual physical board, and I will keep that promise this season. But yes, you can find me online on Blue Sky at theagentp.bluesky.social or on Instagram at d.agent.p. You can find me on Pansa's Tables every alternate Sunday, playing a vampire in our vampire game called Paint the Town Red. But yeah, I'm excited for tonight.
Woo! Go on, Bart. Let's let Rice be last for once.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Bard with many names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with many names. I use any and all pronouns you might find behind the shelf, under the couch, or wherever you keep your pronouns. I don't keep them. You can find me here on Tuesdays. You can find me on alternating Fridays at Pendle's Table. You can find me next weekend on Sunday morning morning for European side, at Roll for Good, where I will be hosting one of those wonderful games to collect money for what's it? Game therapy.
Game therapy, yeah.
And the other game may have cats. I have Faye. And there are a few other things in the cooking pot right now, so stay tuned on my social media, and maybe pretty soon you will know more.
Woo! I literally cannot wait, especially because it's kids on brooms. I'm intrigued to see how I'm intrigued to see it be run properly. Rather than
Excuse you?
running it into the ground. It's fine. I know that any system I run, I butcher. Like if the creators could see it, like, oh my god, what have they done to our baby? Frankenstein. I see the physical violence.
Stop it! Hush! Hush!
I've never had a cat get aggressive and I put myself down. I'm not used to it. Anyway, last but not least, we have Rice.
Hello, hi, I'm Rice, or Rice Cakes, Daishi pronouns. Today I'm playing Nemo, the very unlucky boy that is very gay, apparently. I don't know why I act surprised. Honestly, when I pitched this character, everyone's first reaction was, he's gay! And I was like...
To be fair, everyone's first reaction was
innocent. What? Okay, so wait, let me actually plug myself real quick. So we have
he's not just gay, he's my gay.
Oh, anyways.
Here's something for you to animate.
Oh man, I thought my job was over. Please, I can only do so much. Anyways, yeah, right. Art. because we said about art. Thank you, Bart. This was a good comeback to my art, right? You can find me at the original Res on either Threads, Blue Sky, or my favorite X. Jesus, there's something. Yikes. What else is there? I don't know. I think like just check out my art. Maybe at some point I might get my VGen as well. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Uh, love their little thing of not letting AI into their database. That is amazing. Like you can, if you want to be an artist on there, you have to get yourself like verified. That's pretty cool. Um, I think that's all I have. Literally, I'm just a little student. Okay, no, it's not. Wait, I did not talk about. I did not talk about Dark Waters. How could I do such a thing? Oh my god, Assis is in chat. She's gonna kill me. Fuck. Uh, you can also find me at Panza Stables. On I don't even know what days anymore. Technically, they're on Friday, but sometimes we have to like skip Fridays, and it's a Friday sometime somewhere. Maybe it's a Monday sometimes. I don't know. Just stay tuned on Panza Stables and figure it out. Okay, I don't even know my own schedule. Yes, I'm playing Sprout there, who's a little Leshy cleric. And okay, now it's done. Now I have nothing else. Now I'm over. Now.
Who I heard recently learned the concept of marriage.
Yes. Well,
maybe Nemo should learn the concept of marriage.
I don't think. I think. Why is Bar looking so happy at that? Holy shit!
Well,
Right.
think about it.
If I had a nickel for every time Rice's characters learned about marriage.
No. It's only once.
I mean, we are pagan. We could do a really nice representative. I have been proofreading in German all day. I'm sorry, my brain is cooked. We could have a really nice pagan wedding with pan fastening and whatnot.
You see, here's the thing, right? Imagine how confused Leah would be if I came back and the first thing we opened with on the next episode was, and so Nemo and Felix are engaged, and this is the wedding.
Fuck.
Just
Who would be the bride?
Chaos.
Who'd be the bride? I feel
Gotta
like
be Nemo.
Nemo.
The bottom.
Oh, fuck. It's Nemo, 100%. Damn it!
On the other hand, Felix would wear a dress if you ask nicely.
Imagine the Felix in a dress carrying like Nemo in a little suit, like
Yes.
like bridal style.
Yes.
I love that. I genuinely love that. Okay. No, bad brain. Don't draw that.
No.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry, Rice. I can't imagine it. Could you maybe sketch it for me?
This is why you say
the brain rot is real, everybody. Stay tuned.
Yeah. It's infectious today.
I thought I was free.
I've had messages in our group chat that contain words I do not understand. They started talking in words
I can read it out. I can read it out.
But can you read it out loud with a straight face?
Yes. Well, good question. We'll find out.
And here a word from our sponsor.
Here's a word from our sponsor, Nia. Oh god. Chat, I'm so sorry to be so skibbity, but our Alpha Lizard football team had some last-minute beta sign-offs for today's match. If we catch a W for this match, we got our supreme invite into the quarterfinals, but we can't do that without a skibbity ball stopper. Goalkeeper. In parentheses. So I have to do last-minute substitutes for our goalkeeper. This was our message from today's sponsor. On Skibbity. My partner, everyone. Jesus.
And with that, I think I'm gonna roll the titles and just wallow in what I've just heard. We'll be back in a minute. Hello, everyone. That's the
Hello.
last thing I
Give us
was.
a goddamn warning.
I did. That's the thing. I was too busy being kind of like chastised for being so funny that I couldn't even say 5 seconds because I'm that good at making people laugh. By suggesting that marmalade comes from Peruvian bears that smuggle it through customs.
Hi, I'm
Okay,
the German in
don't
the room. Can anybody
slander-
explain that joke to me?
Don't slander Paddington by saying that he would
Thank you.
sneak through customs. He would have the proper paperwork and make a convincing argument.
The
Oh,
proper
I'm so
paperwork is a
sorry.
sandwich.
Yeah, I've heard you need paperwork.
Yes.
I prepared this instead.
Sounds like something Felix would do.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, the baby boy. No.
The baby boy needed to save the world and got a blessing from Ares. What exactly did you expect to happen to the baby boy?
But the baby boy.
The baby boy grows up to be a bad boy.
But the little goober, the little guy.
Come on, Nemo can be part of my redemption arc.
Isn't he?
You can
Yes.
see Nemo.
Isn't that established from the coffee days?
You can make me better.
Okay.
Or somebody abducts you, then you can make me worse.
Welcome to Misadventures in
Give Salem
Gamers.
ideas.
Anyway,
Don't give Salem ideas.
you never give me ideas. I can barely come up with my own. Does
I already
HMP
did
want
the
to
mistake and
recap?
give Talum like 30 ideas for their vampire story. I'm gonna die. I'm not about to repeat that mistake.
No, I'm much more benevolent. I only go for emotional damage every now and again. Does Agent P want to recap, or does Agent P want to push it onto somebody else and make them suffer for 30 seconds?
I unfortunately desperately need adversity tokens, because I have none. But Nemo has an existential crisis. It was literally the first sentence I wrote last session.
I mean, it's true. It's accurate.
But then Nemo and Felix
Yeah, that's
have
every
nice
Tuesday.
conversation with like really nice quotes. And then Maya, Shelby, and older Shelby like checked out the tear, and our Shelby succeeds in closing it up. But then Daedalus gets mad that Shelby's closing things. Then we all go back to the ship, and then Athena and Nemo talk, and it's such a fun conversation. We all head to the museum to look for Carlisle's displayed corpse, and then find out that this world's version of us were warriors who defeated Carlisle. And there's like banners of us in like the Wall of Heroes, and there's like an inner room where Carlisle's body is displayed, and Shelby and Maya have like another existential crisis, and Shelby, of course, hears Shelby open the book. Daedalus is a bitch, as usual, and thinks we can't do shit. But then Shelby pulls an Uno reverse and figures out and like sees a vision of a door with 12 locks on it, each with the image of a Greek deity. There's one lock that isn't broken, and that lock has Nyx on it. And I forget the implication, but it's the implication is we shouldn't break the lock, but what was the implication? Fuck.
Because it's the Carlisle from the first universe which has hopped here and technically hasn't died like the original Carlisle. He's the one that represents the 12 lock and our own then
The
we need
first
to
lock.
protect him.
We can't kill him because then the lock, if we kill him, the lock will break and then that will open up the labyrinth. Yes.
Sadly.
It turns out our realm isn't supposed to exist. We are a new 13th realm, in which maybe no harm comes to our Carlisle. Maybe, big maybe. But yeah, we ended with the thing of, well, we can't kill Carlisle because then Deadless happens. But at the same time, to restore balance, we kind of need to kill Carlisle. So how do
But
we
I
go?
also did say that we can. We also did say that we could just seal
You-
him up in a
I-
pocket dimension and fix
With
the
the
We just
problem.
we just
But we
lock
had
up
to
the
do
problem
that.
again.
But we had to do that in the uh where the Titans are,
Yeah.
Because only the Titans can build another reality.
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes. Do you know
So
what?
we're at.
Agent P, take 2 adversity tokens. Bard and Rice,
Wait.
take 1 each.
Yeah. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay!
Oh, I was so
It's a team
thirsty.
effort.
I was so thirsty. I had nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, last
I was
episode you were burning through
stripped
them.
bare of any adversity tokens, and my
Wait,
points would not
really?
get me far.
Wait, and I'm gonna take adversity token Rice.
Yeah, we have our players are gaming the system.
Oh, I'm
I have
sorry,
two.
system maker. Did
If
you
I
insist
was
on-
allowed to like use my broom or whatever vehicle I would choose as a broom, you know how great it would be? Because every time I succeed on a check, I give allies adversity. But no.
you can do that.
what is your broom?
Yeah.
My broom is the Heartswood Helper.
Oh, you actually do have a broom.
Yeah, Madge, I do have rooms.
No, I mean as in you do have a
never-
broom. We have a flying VW
Like
bus.
I don't know.
We have
I don't know
had
if it's an
rollerblades.
actual broom or
We
not.
have-
I don't know how Magi work in that case, but I know what it does. I just don't know what it looks like yet.
I mean, you can transmute it into an object.
Yeah, but
Like,
what do Magi
Maya
usually use as brooms? You know?
So Maya has Heelys, like the shoes with like the little roller
Yeah.
skates on them as like her broom.
And that's the reason why even adult Felix got the Tempest, because I guess even in the future nobody else got their fucking license.
Yep.
Because I'm surrounded by the gays.
I don't think Nemo having a license is
Would be a great idea. Yeah, okay, you're excused.
Somehow the cones would be put out in a line, but by the time Nemo's done, they haven't hit any of the cones, but they've somehow moved position. Somehow.
Somehow.
Right. Let's jump in. We've left the museum. The whole crew is waiting for you aboard the Tempest. You 4 are the final 4 to come back, as everyone saw how you needed a moment after being in the Hall of Heroes to recompose yourselves. Who's gonna lead the sort of like group onto the deck?
Nemo won.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't believe Felix would lead. Felix would like hush them from behind, like a group of chickens. Like, come on, we're gonna get on there. I know it's not nice, but we gotta go.
Nemo trying not to trip over his own feet as he's getting like pushed from behind.
I mean, if you would, I'd be standing right behind you.
Maya just hanging back just to see this. Like, oh my feet.
You know what?
they're
You know
so
what? You know what? I'm
heavy.
gonna roll and see if Nemo actually trips or not.
And I'm gonna roll if I catch you.
Can we do that?
Yeah. You can. It's a flight check to catch.
Okay.
And what is it to trip? I don't know. You know what? This is gonna be up to chance.
Okay.
It's a nat 1, by the way.
I have a 4 to catch.
I mean, what 4 beats 1? It's not elegant. It is the clumsiest catch in the history of catches, but it's technically a catch.
Doesn't matter. They're clumsy gays, you know. That's
Maya, you witnessed the fumble, as we call it. You can see on the top deck of the ship, you can see Athena and Nemo's father. Athena's got those like little operata glasses.
No!
That fucking bitch.
oh my
watching.
god! Oh
No.
my god!
No.
You can see like the two of them just high-fiving each other.
No.
Nemo.
Oh, have I? Wait. This just reminded me. Have I ever showed you the messages one of my friends has sent after a live stream has ended?
No.
No, please.
Let me just
What?
find that screenshot real quick and read out to you what I got. Because this just reminded me of something. Oh my fucking god! They finally did it! Fimo, no wait, Neelix, and I have 5 screenshots of just Neelix. My friend, everyone.
Finding Fimo.
No! Finding Fimo.
Would that make Maya Dory?
Finding Fimo at the craft store.
This is the energy we're rolling.
Right, what were you saying about Nemo? Sorry.
And the balance of the universe?
Yeah. Maya, give me a brains check. You can add your D4 magic to it.
To see how stupid of a gay couple we are.
Oh,
The answer is
no.
yes.
Answer is you don't need to roll. You have like a +10 on it.
You need an 8 to win.
Oh shit.
So if I explode, it goes up, right?
Yeah, if you explode your magic die, yeah, it goes up.
Not my magic, my normal brains.
Oh, if you explode your normal brains die, you re-roll it again.
Oh, okay. that
Your
doesn't go
normal
up.
stat die don't go up, no. They do explode.
Okay, so that's still.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Exploded again.
You see, my first roll was bad, so that Ancient P could.
Yeah, we transferred our luck to Agent P
We
so they can
fumbled,
roll
so
it
Maya
for us.
Maya could run.
Plus a D4, right?
Yes, plus your D4.
Okay. 27.
Woo! So close to perfect success.
I give you an adversity token.
I can use the one of the ones that I got.
Nemo doesn't trip because Nemo is clumsy. Nemo trips because you can see Athena shifting her finger ever so slightly to cause Nemo to trip and then fall back onto Felix.
Whose side is she on?
Maya for a second is just like, oh, I see you, but at the same time, it's just like thinks about her own sets of parents, and if either set pulled some shit like that, she would be cringing immensely. So as much as she's enjoying this, she's just like, oh no.
However, on a 28, as everyone walks onto the dock, you get onto the boat. And do I have a track that will work? He says, this'll do. Everything goes black. Sort of, someone's turned like the brightness on life down to 0. And sitting on one of those, I can't remember what they're called. Things on boats with the cords, like the ropes wrap around.
A boat?
Yeah, you're not gonna on a boat. You've got, because it's an airship. Like, you know, where you got on a boat, you've got like the sail rigs, so they wrap around those little things, don't they? Like metal wooden posts wrap around to keep them tight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the official name of them. But sitting on there is Nyx. Looking very unwell.
Oh.
And I know last time we described it, we jokingly said in season 1 that she was basically slightly taller Bayonetta. That was the running away that we were going with. But like the skin is like porcelain white. Like, even for someone who has like moon-colored skin, like this is unwell. You feel your moon necklace detach.
Okay.
And drop to the ground.
Okay.
She looks like she's trying to speak to you, but you can't hear her.
Can I read her lips?
You can read her lips, yeah.
Okay.
She's just saying, "Don't come."
Don't come.
Run back.
Run back. Oh, and we also... I can't believe I'm just realizing or remembering this, that we found out that the college that we were, quote-unquote, invited to is actually Deadless's puppet college.
Been doubt by a college. Tracked everyone there. Make sure conveniently that Nemo just so happens walking down the same streets.
Maya's gonna try to, at least, like, if Nyx can hear her, then hey, that also
Nyx can
works,
hear
I guess.
her. And as you get closer, then you can start to hear her voice.
Oh, okay.
You have the boy.
Nemo. Yeah.
I can feel myself burning up inside. I think...
Because of Nemo?
No. I think someone's trying to kill me from within. I am about to say something very stupid, and you're not going to believe me, but I'm being 100% honest. I know how to break all of this. I think I figured it out. That's why I needed Hades gone. I kicked Hades out of the underworld because I needed to do some experiments and some research on my own without Hades getting in the way. If he's been a pain, I do apologize.
I mean, shirtless Hades is not that bad, I guess.
You're telling me he didn't put a shirt on the entire time?
He compromised. He put one on. He didn't button it up.
Okay. That sounds like my husband. Okay, that checks.
Wait, what?
You need...
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What?
What? No.
Did you
I'm not
just
here.
call?
I'm
did
not
you
here.
just call-
No. I mean, I'm intrigued.
Oh.
I'm intrigued, Bart. Please.
Did you just say that Hades was Nick's husband?
Yeah,
No.
I heard that too.
Wait, what?
That would be Persephone.
It would be Persephone
What?
normally.
No.
Yes, I knew it.
Salem, I can put up with a lot of things. I can
This
put
is-
up with a lot of things.
This is right on the line. Look,
Oh my god.
you need to take.
That's why I got
Nemo.
Demeter.
How what?
You need to take Nemo to Amanda. I know, like I said, I didn't think you'd believe me.
No. I believe you. I do believe you. I'm not gonna not believe you. I just don't like Amanda.
Valid. I don't even think Amanda likes Amanda.
A lot of self-loathing there that's not gonna be fixed because of therapy.
She doesn't know it. She is the key stabilizing Nemo.
Remember how I said I would believe you?
And we're running out, aren't we?
Huh?
Okay. I can't claim to fully understand it. But I think it has something to do with the fact that she is Carlisle's mother.
Okay. Okay.
There's one slight problem with this.
Which is
To stabilize Nemo would stabilize reality.
sorry, say again?
Stabilize Nemo would stabilize reality.
Alright.
It will
And it's like-
probably disconnect Olympus from the rest of the world. And it would probably also consume Amanda in the process.
I mean, I know Amanda has a lot on her plate and has made some very questionable interior design choices. But I think she loves her son enough. I hope she loves her son enough that she's okay with this.
There's also one other problem. Well,
How many?
not a problem. It's more of a personal choice. If we're right, and the links between, like, Olympus and the underworld, and maybe even Elbis, disconnect from Earth, everyone's going to have to decide where they want to be. And you see that she motions in the shadows, and you see a shadow of Shelby and Megara.
Fuck.
You see
And
a shadow of Athena and Nemo.
oh fuck. No. Salem, no. Salem, you bitch.
Can we just use the other method instead? Just lock the bitch up.
I'm not saying what I can't do. I am just laying out a solution.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking goodness. Okay.
From a mechanical point of view, as well, all of your boons will stop working.
All of our moons?
All of your boons.
Boons.
So
Oh, super duper super magic.
So, for example,
Fuck.
Shelby
Right.
would probably lose reality bending. You would lose your ability to use the moon necklace.
Question about that.
hmm
I would lose the ability to talk to plants, yes, but I learned how to shoot lightning from books.
You would be fine, but the books would disappear. So anything you've learned
Oh, I'm
up that
fine
point
with
would be
that.
fine, but you would lose the books.
Sam, you well damn know where Felix stands on this scale.
Question. After the link is, cut, can it just be restored again?
The whole reason everything got fucked up and everything was bleeding into each other was
Oh, it's because of the links being
because
there.
of the
Okay.
because of the connection. And if we're gonna fully oh
You'll make the right choice, Maya. You always do.
don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, no,
It's just gonna make me overthink everything in the moment.
but you've always don't you get it? You being an overthinker, that's your superpower. That's what makes you you. No one else can come up with a strategy like you can.
What do you mean someone's killing you from the inside? Like a traitor?
I feel as if something's hammering away inside me. I feel like something is trying to get out of me that shouldn't be getting out.
Above table, is this like the thing of Carlisle siphoning from the gods?
This is above the table because you've got a 28 on the brains check, and I like to reward critical successes. This is two things. Carlisle is sucking the life force out of those locks inadvertently. But at the same time, Daedalus, realizing shit, they may actually be closing me in for good, is now trying to aggressively hit that door from the other side.
Oh fuck. Okay. We have to reinforce that door somehow.
It's far
Not
easier.
somehow.
It's far easier to do that when there's one lock holding it than it was when there was 12.
Yeah.
I can't pretend that any of this is easy.
When is anything ever easy?
You'll get a normal college life one day.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't see in the future.
I'll tell you what. As a parting gift, I'm not an oracle, but try me. If there's any question you want to ask, one question. About anything. Doesn't have to be about me, doesn't have to be about us. a question.
Will my friends be safe?
Always. I can't promise those around you, though.
Okay.
And by the way, your expression of friends is far broader than you think it is.
I hope so. Just to be clear, Deadless is not my friend.
Never
Just to keep it
insinuate
clear.
it. You
Okay.
see, she's looking into your eyes, into your soul. She's referring to Lucas.
Yeah, I would hope Lucas and Carlisle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
let you get back. I can't maintain this much longer.
Yeah, please go rest. I'll try my best to get everything done quickly.
Thank you. And everything sort of fades back into color. Everyone else, you just see Maya's moon necklace just drop from around their neck and hit the wooden ship deck. That's what it's called. It's the deck. That's what they're called on boats.
Maya?
We have to get going quickly. Deadless is
Yeah.
Deadless is Deadless is being deadless. And we have to get back and we have to get to Amanda. We can't go back to college because Deadless is the one who's in charge of college. And I knew I felt something off about Miss Sunshine.
Miss Yellow. Madame
That.
Yellow.
Yes.
Yeah. Your necklace.
They're trying to kill Nyx. And Nyx is the only one holding everything back right now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Where do we go?
The station.
Station. All right.
And Maya's gonna look for the older versions of everyone.
Yeah, you've got like older Felix at the wheel, older Lucas at like the astronav, just like pressing buttons, and Felix just like pressing them back the second that Lucas is done touching them. What's wrong? You look perturbed, Maya.
Sorry, who says this?
That's Lucas.
Older Lucas?
Older Lucas, yeah.
Oh, right. Fucking the other Lucas isn't here.
Oh yeah, the younger Lucas just appears out of nowhere.
I'm fine. I'll be fine. If you had the chance to stay here in what's the name of the
Elvis.
road? Elvis. If you had the choice to stay in Elvis or go somewhere else, what would you do?
I'd probably stay here. There's nowhere else for us to go. We technically shouldn't exist. You're talking about the end of time, aren't you?
I'm talking about you being able to make a choice.
You see, like, those round sunglasses that Lucas wears, like, he pulls them down, and you can see in his eyes that astral glow. The rest of them might be stupid, but I can see the end. And you see, he holds out his hand, and I can almost touch it. It's fine. Like I said, shouldn't have existed. I got 22 years I should never have had. Now, let's get you out of here. Can't leave you on this side, can we? Besides, you've got cooler Lucas to go hang out with. Because he's going to need his Maya. I have mine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch you grow up.
Hey, if I can actually see now, well, there's been a lot less bumps. Put it that way. Okay. You'll do fine. I don't think people tell you that enough. I don't think you tell yourself that enough.
That's more accurate.
I you see, I want to show you one last thing before we leave. You see Lucas take Maya into the actual ship. I never told you my last name.
I'm worried.
I am, because I know what I'm about to say, and I think I'm going to cry. He pulls out a birth certificate. Well, it's an adoption certificate, specifically. With Maya's last name.
Salem, don't do this to me, Salem. Salem, please.
Look,
Oh, God.
I'm doing it to myself. I am causing emotional damage to myself.
Oh.
I wrote this down. I've been holding on to this one for the last moment that I thought that Lucas and Maya would ever be together.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god. Maya actually straight up burst into tears.
Well, someone had to.
Oh my god.
History repeated itself. Yeah. My birth parents didn't make him. That makes me cry. But hey, I don't know what happens in your world. Could be different.
The thought of Mary not being there.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Look. It's fine. Just go.
I wish I could get you a coffee machine.
You know, kinda broke the rules.
What did you get?
And you sort of see he goes over to like a countertop with a rug over it, like lifts it up, and there's like an old-fashioned barista coffee machine. You have to grind the beans in it. I've never actually figured out how to use it. It turns out the people in those cafes actually do know what they're doing. I've got it to like fire steam at me, but I haven't quite figured the rest of it out. I never really finished it, but kind of smuggled it from, well, let's just say Amanda was remodeling the kitchen in your world, and
Yeah,
it's
she
going to go in the
needs.
bin. So I made it.
Well, let's try to figure this out together. And Maya's gonna try to help Lucas figure out the coffee machine.
Oh.
Oh, my heart.
You feel like you're being watched?
Mm.
And behind you in the corner of your eye, you see your older self.
Mm.
Not saying anything. Just watching and then leaving the room. And then sort of pushing an object in the way of the door to dissuade people from going near it.
Very
as-
on brand.
As she sort of like goes up to older Felix, like slaps him on the shoulder, and is like, right, come on, we've got to go. We can't sit here moping all day. We have a universe to save. And the ship will take off and head to its final stop, which is the observation station. And with that, I think we're going to take a quick break. Mostly because Salem needs to find more tissues. Salem has run out of McDonald's napkins. There's only so many napkins you can use before. But it turns out they're not super absorbent. Who knew? I've used 9 of them. We will be back in 10 minutes. So get up, fill up your drink, stretch your legs, take your tablets, as I know I also need to as well. And we'll be back after then. Bye. back, everyone. The ship sails through the air. Felix, Nemo, Maya has gone somewhere on the ship, and it's just the two of you sort of flying out towards. You can start to see mountain ranges now appearing. When they called these the Red Mountains, they weren't lying. They are mountains made of red sand and red stone. But the sky sort of twists to a kind of pinkish purpley color. All the sulfates in the air being burnt up by the sun. Everyone has given you some space. Oh, question, Maya. Did you pick up your moon necklace or did you leave it on the ground?
Maya would have definitely picked it back up.
Yep. Yes, everyone on the deck had given you a berth.
I think Nemo is just looking over the railing and looking really anxious.
Hmm?
What?
What's bothering you?
It's not really bothering. It's just, I'm thinking and it's so odd, I guess. I mean, there's a person that I've never met before that has to disappear in order for this thing inside of me to go. And then
Oh, don't worry
there's
about Amanda. She's a bitch.
oh, um,
She's an abusive parent, an abusive householder, an abusive head of coven, and all in all, a bitch. She tried to shame a 16-year-old Shelby about wearing Hello Kitty. She's not just evil, she's petty.
I don't feel that bad anymore, I guess. Well, at least about that part. I mean, Olympus is gonna be sealed off. I mean, I know, I like the gods are bad, but I'm worried about my dad.
Hmm?
I haven't seen my parents since I was a kid, and they've left me with my grandmother, and it was conflicting because like, why did they leave me? And for a long time I thought it was the bad luck, and I just it's gonna be odd being normal, I guess. I don't know how to be normal.
You don't have to be normal. I'm not normal either. I always was the weirdo who was talking to the plants, and that was before they were answering.
Then I guess the world is an idiot, because I think you're pretty great talking to plants or not.
Well, I think you're pretty great too, so
My biggest achievement was just not burning the house down while I was staying with my grandmother, really.
I mean, think about it. If you don't have your bad luck anymore, we could do some baking together.
but then I won't have an excuse if I burn the house down, will I? um, it's true. I'm not used to not to someone. This is gonna sound odd, but someone seeing me.
Seeing
I,
you?
yeah, I mean, they just did not know I existed, really.
Well, I see you.
You know, and you don't know how much I appreciate that. I mean, you were great before, but that's just like a huge bonus. Does that make sense? I hope it does.
Your bad luck has nothing to do with that.
And I think you being awesome and cool and everything has nothing to do with being chosen to save the world or whatever.
Oh, I know. I know. Trust me. I know this is a hard decision for you. But if this whole thing is over, I'm gonna take a nap for about 3 days, eat a whole cake, and celebrate because I'm just done with being a chosen one.
Well, if you need any blankets, there's that one really comfy blanket my grandma crocheted for me. You can have it, I guess.
I feel like if I ask you to join me, that could sound very wrong, and I don't want to come off like that.
Join. Oh, um,
For cuddling, or something. I don't know. And Felix just turns absolutely red.
Neo is also like really red in the face, and he just looks like frozen for a second. And this is gonna sound really uh, embarrassing, I suppose, and make me look like a bigger loser than I am. I've never cuddled with someone before. Um,
I never cuddled with a boy before. Like
right.
I'm the gay best friend.
Cuddles sound nice.
Right?
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Right. Um, I don't want to make this awkward and let the conversation die down. How do how do I
I don't know. I'm not that good at social stuff either. Like I'm either a
really?
tiny bit weird or a tiny bit petty. Bonus points if it's both.
Honestly, I've always thought you were pretty good at social things. I mean, I thought you were charming, I think is the right word.
That's very nice, but like those witches bitches, they are my only friends.
Which is bitches.
Yeah,
Um, I I guess that yeah. Um,
I mean it in an endearing way.
I figured. I also want to say, I'm your friend, but then it comes out like a friend zone, and I don't want to give out that
Oh,
image. It's not.
I mean, did you want it to be friends? I thought that. I mean that's fine. I would be um that would be.
What?
Sorry,
Wait, wait.
did I read the situation wrong?
No. Did you start off as friends and then you go like level up, right? Like
Right.
that's what I was. Oh,
Now I did make
okay.
it awkward.
Okay,
I'm sorry about that.
I'm going to make a roll for Nemo right now to see something. I just wanna. Thank you, thank you, dice. Nemo is going to look at uh Felix, and he's going to kind of take a minute, like, gather his courage, like, I can say this, and he's going to say, I do want to end up dating if that's what you had planned. I mean, like, I don't want to push it. Like, I thought that was what you started hinting at a little bit earlier.
Yeah. I mean, I asked you out on a date with the coffee. That
Right.
was supposed to be we can also just make it like get to know each other. But like I thought,
I'm
thought
perfectly fine with it being a date.
okay, cool. Yeah, good. Okay.
And then there's a beat of awkward silence again. I'm gonna roll for Nemo again. I want to see if Nemo has a burst of courage again. Dice. Thank you. Nemo is going to, like, is Felix's hand on the railing at the moment? Yeah, Nemo's gonna, like, shyly try to take his hand, make it a little bit less awkward. It's like, first there's the pinky reaching out, and then it's like the.
Yeah, like Felix looks at the hands and then looks up at you to check, are you doing this on purpose? Is this fine?
He's
Okay,
trying
this is
to
fine.
act. He's trying to act like, nonchalant about it. It's written all over his face. He's like really trying really hard to do this.
I think then Felix would lean a tiny bit towards you, just so that their shoulders just touch a tiny little bit.
Nemo will take that as a sign to lean as well, and he's going to put his head on Felix's shoulder. I love this so much, I swear.
Athena's in the background going, kiss.
And I roll to hear this.
Go on, if you see. Roll. What's your D20?
Let's go.
We'll lose my shit.
Grit.
Roll grit.
I wonder, what does Salem wish to have from this roll if he said use the D20?
So this would be a 38. My D20 exploded and rolled an 18.
Lord! Lord!
You
You
can
exist!
You can hear Athena. No, do you know what? No, you don't hear Athena, you feel Athena.
That sounds weird.
You,
Mom!
you.
I'm sorry.
Sweet home.
That's.
No. Skip, cut, move on.
Happy watching the VOD, Leah.
I'm sorry, but
Happy drawing that scene.
Like,
Like them just like, and then I see in the background being like,
don't give me
That-
ideas.
that way that like Felix can talk to plants. Kind of for a brief moment, through sheer grit, to want to know answers, you are able to transfer that away from plants to people.
Oh my god.
And you can hear and feel Athena's emotional state and their kind of internal monologue. They are constantly just going, yes, go on, take the hands, be close. Like there's this really like juvenile like egging on.
I do believe if it's the same as speaking to plants, that means I can speak to her.
You can speak to her.
So Athena, goddess of wisdom, hears out of nowhere. My dear goddess, you might be the patron of one of my best friends. You might be eternally more powerful than me. You have a right to say when we are saving the world. You have no right to tell me how my romance works, even though if it's your child. He can make his own decisions. And if you have a problem with me, tell me. If you don't have a problem with me, don't get mixed up in this. Please.
I don't have a problem with you at all. I'm rooting for you. You feel the connection fade. As you do, the last emotion, the last internal monologue you hear, I can die happy.
And that's something Felix like says out loud. Well, she's gonna die.
Sorry?
Sorry, I just thought of something. Oh my god, they will all die!
What?
If the connection to Olympus is completely severed, the problem while the Olympian gods don't have as much power anymore is because nobody believes in them anymore, not even us witches. If the connection is completely severed, they don't have any magic. They're not getting any magic anymore. I need to talk. Nemo, you're wonderful. I'm so sorry I have ruined this moment. I need to talk to Maya because Maya's the one with the brain in the group. Come with me.
Wait. Nemo looks kind of pale as a sheet as he's trying to like look back at this fucking mom who's apparently dying.
And Felix just like jogs down the stairs like, Maya, 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 Maya.
I'm sorry. Just the sentence of Maya has the brains. It's just...
Maya did not have the brains.
Says the
I think
narrator.
as he would soon find out. Unfortunately for Felix, Maya does not have a brain. And in the background,
we are stuck between killing
off.
all the fucking gods. Like, this is Rise Above Table, by the way. We are stuck between killing all the fucking gods.
No, that's just what Felix thinking. I'm not sure if that's true.
Brains check to see if that's
Maya
true.
Lucas getting sprayed by the steamer.
Yeah, there's not a single drop of coffee out of this machine the entire time. There is
Can I-
steam everywhere. They figured out the milk frother. There's hot frothing milk everywhere. But there's no actual
Can
coffee.
I try and roll brains to see how like true this whole thing of like was it just a way of being like, oh, I'm so happy that I can die happy, or is it like literally that all gods are dying, like, or
You
is it
can
just
try.
Athena dying?
You can try. I'm not sure if you've reached the number, but you can try.
Do I get to use my magic?
No.
Well, damn it. Okay.
Maya, what are you doing? This part doesn't belong there.
Can you figure this out then?
I know how to fix a car. If you need to.
I don't understand
I-
why I asked Hephaestus. Now that I think about it.
Right. Maya.
Uh-huh.
If Olympus gets completely shut off, do all the gods die because they don't have nobody else believing in them and they're cut off from our magic?
I got a 23 by the
You
way.
see Maya's face like contort, and then like her eyes go wide, and she's like, maybe?
Give me a brains check, Maya. Felix, you can also give me a brains check.
I mean, we already got a 23 on the deck.
So 23.
What are we aiming for?
Worst case scenario, I still have 2 adversity tokens.
You are aiming for 20.
What?
I would like to use my 3 adversity tokens to push myself from a 9 to a 12 to roll again.
Okay. I'll let you do that. I'll let you spend to explode.
Okay, with that I have exactly a 20.
I'm also gonna spend a token to make myself explode. And then, oh please. Good. 21.
We all have the brain cell.
20, 21, 23. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. This is gonna hurt. Okay. Felix is right. In theory, if there's no connection, here's the thing. We're not just cutting Olympus away from Earth. We're cutting the underworld from Olympus. We're cutting the astral plane from everything.
So there will be
Every
no more
layer of
magic
the
too.
cake- Yeah. Well, no, there'll still be magic, but every layer of the so-called cake that we've been building is about to separate. However, there is a way to fix it all. And Maya, you heard it. When Lucas said the end. Lucas can see between. Obviously, he has astral projection. Lucas is able to form bonds between realms using astral magic. That's how he punctured a hole into the astral realm in the first place to send you there back when you were investigating Tanner. Lucas kind of puts the coffee cup down that just says world's best pilot down. Like, I think he realizes the 3 collective brain cells have all had the same thought. There is option 3. I go.
You go?
Well, here's the thing. whoever goes into that portal disintegrates into nothingness. But them going into nothingness is the catalyst that negates Daedalus magic, that restores the realms of reality. But I can do one thing that both Amanda and Carlisle can't. I can talk between realms. In theory, I can't stop the realms from separating. But I can keep a connection. Even if it's faint. Even if it's weak and lingering. It's funny. Because all the little projections I have, I call it the end. Because it's a wall I can see in front of me.
Do you still have the stopwatch?
He pulls out a functioning stopwatch.
Because a lot of the disintegration thing is just pure magic that's gonna go in, right?
Are you suggesting that I try and cheat reality?
Oh, I absolutely fucking do.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, I
Fully said Bard.
I'm fine with it.
Fully said Bard.
I gotta admit, it is a very Bard idea.
Felix, we'd just be making another Carlisle then.
Not quite. We would be making another Carlisle if we just let you walk in, do the stopwatch, and we have, like, the power out of you that would be needed is there. And we have another Lucas running around with that power inside of him. Like, it's not... There's this thing in physics with the equivalent of change, and no, that was for Metal Alchemist. The thing with the... You can't make energy out of nothing.
You see Lucas like put his
Energy
hands
conversion.
on
Thank you.
Felix's shoulders.
A second rule of thermodynamics.
I shouldn't exist anyway.
So fucking what? You do?
Look, what I was about to say, I've always called the wall the end. But its true name is the beginning. And look, nothing happens to your Lucas. At all. Like, they'll be fine.
Yeah, no, fuck that. We're gonna assassinate Amanda.
Jesus Christ.
Is she really that bad in your universe?
No. But I'd love to forget that for a second. Because you're not bad at all.
No, I'm good. Which is why I need to do it.
No.
Okay.
Felix.
Fine. You win. It's fine.
Lucas, don't force me to take up some vines and bind you against the mast of the ship.
Maya's gonna put a hand on Felix, and like, in like almost a whisper, say, Felix, he's right.
Okay, may I still present my plan before we throw a charming young person to the wolves?
Go ahead.
Because we already used a lot of free energy going around, bound into a tiny, very delicious vessel that's going around on Olympus and all the other realms. We already have something that's collectively connecting the realms. The fucking cookies you stole from me, and those things, they have energy. We nearly powered a Titan gate with it. So if you tell me it's just about the energy we need, I'll bake for you day and night. I'll bake myself silly. That's not a problem.
I don't think it's the amount of energy, it's the type of energy.
We have a reality shifter. Sure, we can just change the energy.
We would be front loading the astral plane. Hypothetically, but it's risky.
What's the worst that could happen?
We fail, Daedalus breaks the lock, Reality 13 collapses.
And okay, so we have to get Amanda out first and get her with us into the astral plane when we do this whole shenanigan. So in worst case, we can just backstab her. Gotcha.
Look, I can do this.
Lucas, the gods and the fates and this whole fucking bullshit already sacrificed for kids. 5 if you count Nemo in. I won't let them take another.
Okay.
If you want to do it without me. Easy as that.
I was just thinking about maybe
You're gonna be the one that saves me.
quite true, actually.
And after all, that's a wonder.
How can that
We
song
get
suck in so many universes? And
still we sing it.
I have a third plan.
That would be the 4th, but okay.
Fourth plan. But we're gonna need a third person.
Who?
You see that Lucas like leans over to Maya, whispers, "You have a crush on that other guy with the thingy."
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think they're gonna bite for this one. There is another person who can do astral magic. Little
Maya mouthing "I'm sorry" to Felix.
No. There are 2 more people who can do astral magic. And they're a happy couple in New York studying theater.
Well, they might have to be one person being happy studying theater.
So, who you gonna pick? My first crush I ever had, or my childhood best friend?
I would lean towards the crush because you've got. Look, you've got.
Is that your? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
It's either
wouldn't
him
be-
or him.
No, here's the
It's either
thing.
him.
Here's the thing. It wouldn't be permanent.
Keep talking.
What if I went to Olympus, Aaron went to the astral plane, and your Lucas stayed here, and we performed the astral projection spell at the same time? And we projected into each other. It would, in theory, create a bridge. Don't get me wrong, it's no, what did you call it? Zip line? Train network? It's not going to be readily accessible astral travel. But it would be strong enough to hold everyone in place. And then, eventually, everything would stabilize enough that Aaron could walk back.
But not the other Lucas.
Not me. I'd be stuck on the Olympus end.
And our Lucas?
With you. In Tana. I ain't sending a 7-year-old kid to Olympus.
Those are all bad solutions. I hate it. I hate
don't
it.
think there's a good solution here.
Question above table.
Huh?
If when Lucas goes to Olympus, like he's not dying, he's just getting like stuck on Olympus, right? Or
Yeah, he's taking a Greek holiday, I guess.
Forever.
Forever.
yeah.
But who knows? Maybe he'll ascend to godhood. And just
But he
break.
couldn't he also like once it's stabilized, couldn't he also like
In theory,
same
but
thing.
it would take Olympus a lot longer to stabilize than the astral plane.
but it's still a way back.
It is. Aaron, Lucas will have a way back, but there's also another rule. There would be 2 Lucases in the same reality.
Why? Our Lucas comes back with us, and
Yep.
the other Lucas goes back into steampunk fantasy funland.
Yeah.
Other Lucas can't get back that way. Because remember, when this happens, all of the other realities collapse.
Including this one.
Why exactly do I need a physics degree, a metaphysics degree, to play pen and paper?
That's why Lucas was offering himself to just jump in. Because he would become a loose end that would solve itself. He would disperse into the universe. He wouldn't be another Lucas in another reality. He just becomes, quite literally, fabric of the universe.
I know that this is a good piece of lore. I would love to play an X card to remove it out of the lore, because self-sacrifice is one of my lines.
That's fine.
So either we kill Amanda, let Daedalus escape, or we do the multiverse tango with the boys.
Multiverse tango.
The multiverse tango with the boy.
That is one way of explaining it.
Yes, the homies will be very
I love
happy.
it.
No, I was just fishing. We were just doing like the multiverse tango with the boys.
The girlfriend at home. Where have you been? I was doing the multiverse tango with the
Tango.
boys.
It's not gay if you don't look into each other's eyes.
I hate this. Ay.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Or we put Carla in the cage.
We can also put Caroline in the cage.
That's always an option.
Suppose we have some stuff to think about.
Let's be honest, if we put Carla into the cage, somehow he will get out.
Yeah.
And as much as they are getting on my
Again,
nerves,
wasn't he going to do that anyways from the start? Like, because of the fact that he was going to, like... he was trying
Right.
to get there already.
if we knit the universes together, we still have the Carla Death Day problem. That doesn't solve itself, does it?
Not necessarily.
I hate this. I hate this so
Amanda would solve the problem. Amanda would solve the Death Day problem, the loop. At the cost
Can't we
of
severing.
just
Find a way to
Can't
restore
we
the connections, like just reweave them without using the boys? Maybe they all like meet up in one point to, you know, all weave them together, do a fucking, I don't know, fucking dance, something, a tango, something, but they do it in the same realm, like the center origin point, you know, and like, I don't know.
If two Lucases meet each other, it's over. Reality goes, nah. But
I'm gonna say, because you all passed that 20 on the roll. There is one way you could do it. It would require.
we kill Amanda and tango the boys.
You're not too far off, but ignore the tango. You could send Amanda in, seal off Olympus, seal off every gate. Fine. There is an item of Greek folklore, I guess, that would allow you to rewrite parts of the universe if you could find a way to weave the threads of fate. You could weave the connections back in.
I like how that sounds. Honestly.
That sounds like a season 3.
It would be an adventure. Holiday, if you will. You ever fancy going to Greece for a few weeks?
I'm guessing Nemo is half Greek now? Question mark.
I mean,
It's a little bit of a. It's a little bit of a. But
technically, yeah. Technically.
Sounds like a great season 3 idea. Wait, who said that?
It is up to you. But I think that is where we end it. mostly because I was like, I don't want to get to a decision point without Leah. this was
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
was
fair.
literally this was literally like I was trying to push it to the point where it's like you've got all the information but don't make a decision.
Yeah.
Because poor Leah is gonna.
Oh, she's gonna
Leah.
come back and be fun.
That's fine. I'll get it in the neck. It's fine. What have you done,
It
Sadie?
was, in fact, not fine.
One thing was fine in this episode. Only one. And that was
One.
gayness.
Gayness. Okay, gayness one. I thought there was some sweetness. I cried.
No, there was. I loved
That was
the most-
Lucas and Maya.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude.
I cried twice.
I almost cried myself and I was only watching the first season. I wasn't even here, man.
I do love
This
Luke.
show has made me cry twice this season.
Right. We will be back next Tuesday. Don't forget that we have Roll for Good this weekend. Lots of fun games to watch and donate to. We'll be posting on our socials as well all week just to keep promoting it. Right. And I am going to remember to do the thing. I am going to remember what that command is. I'm going to remember what the raid command is. I've learnt this now. We are learning. We are discovering how Twitch works. Raid browser. Enter. Is there anyone online that I am following? Let's start with that. If it would load.
Uh-oh.
Because why would it load? It wants me to... Yeah, no, I can't do it. It wants me to raid myself. I'm not a valid raid target.
I mean, a bit of self-love from time to time.
I'm trying to find... Let's go for... I have never heard of them before. So we're diving into the unknown. But there is someone called Dammy_not robot who does Tabletop Tuesday. And it's like it's got a tag VTuber, so I want to see the overlay. I'm intrigued. So that's where we're gonna go and do some love and spread the word. Until then, look after yourselves, be well. And I have heartburn because I've been crying. That always happens when I cry. I get heartburn. And yeah, we'll be back next Tuesday. Until then, bye.